Hey, Ben.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Great. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, of course.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a grade 12 student in the DDSB, and I'm the student trustee who was elected from Pickering and Ajax.
Why did you want to become a student trustee?
I wanted to be a student trustee because I thought I could make a positive change within the school board.
What's your plan for next year?
Well, I hope to be studying poli-sci and public administration at the University of Ottawa.
That's great. What about in 10 years? Where do you see yourself then?
Hopefully working in government or in the political world somewhere.
What have you learned from being a trustee so far?
Oh, I've learned so much about human rights, about the education system, and about how all the parts come together to make the learning environments every day.
What do you want others to know about the role of a student trustee?
I really want students to know that they can always reach out to me by email, which you can find on ddsb.ca.
Why is it important to have student trustees?
I think it's so important to have student trustees to just make sure that students' voices are being represented on the Board of Trustees and that their voices are being heard in all decisions.
What impact do you hope to make as a student trustee?
I really hope to just leave the board with tools to make sure that students' voices will always be included in the conversations.
If you had a superpower, Ben, what would it be?
Definitely reading minds.
Why is that?
I'm not telling you that.
What's the most underrated class in school?
Definitely civics and careers.
What advice do you have for students who want to get involved in student government?
I would say that they need to find their why and really just embrace whatever roles and opportunities you're given in life.
Great advice, Ben. Who are we speaking to next?
You're off to Neha.
Hi, Neha. How are you?
I'm good.
Tell us a little about yourself.
I'm a grade 12 student here at Donald A. Wilson. At school, I run the STEM Club and host a chapter, and as a trustee, I represent Oshawa Whitby.
What is the best part of the school you go to?
I love the diversity of cultures here.
What are your plans for next year?
Next year, I hope to be studying engineering at university.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I see myself working at a super cool biotech company and driving a fancy car.
What have you learned from being a student trustee?
I've learned the importance of using your voice and sharing your opinion.
What do you want other students to know about the role of student trustee?
I want students to know that I'm open, I'm available, and they can come talk to me anytime.
Why is it important to have student trustees?
It's important to have student trustees because they can have a voice on decisions made at the board.
What impact do you hope to make as a student trustee?
I hope to provide equitable opportunities for students.
If you had a superpower, what would you choose?
Definitely time travel.
Okay, what would you do with that?
I would go to the future and learn how technology evolves the world.
I can't imagine. Out of all the classes at your school, what is the most underrated?
Chemistry. It's just so cool.
Any words to other students getting involved in student government?
Be bold, be brave, and start that initiative.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, on to Kayla now.
Kayla, how's it going?
Good, thank you.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Kayla Hoare, and I'm a grade 11 student here at Port Perry High School. I'm involved in lots of different clubs, including Student Council, Ambassadors, Soul Foods, and many more. However, I like to stay in the know with everything that's going on here. I am also the student trustee representative elected from Brock, Skugog, and Uxbridge.
What is the best part of the school you go to?
Probably the trades programs as well as our sports teams. The Port Perry Rebels go hard in volleyball, rugby, and many other sports.
What is your plan for next year?
Well, since I'm a grade 11 student here at Port Perry High School, I actually get one more year. So next year I'm going to be focusing on business studies as well as math.
Sounds great. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully the CEO of a big corporation. Best case scenario, I end up as one of the judges on Shark Tank.
What have you learned from being a student trustee so far?
That student voices and student advocacy is very much needed in our board to ensure that we are doing as much as we can to give students an equitable education.
What do you want other students to know about your role?
That I'm here for your benefit, so make sure you ask questions.
Why is it important to have student trustees?
Student trustees bridge the gap between the board and students in our schools so that we make sure we know what's going on at all times. That's why it's important to have a lot of communication.
As a student trustee, what impact do you hope you make?
I want student opportunities to become much more accessible.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Probably shapeshifting.
Oh yeah, why is that?
It would be really cool to step into the role of somebody or something else for a day.
What is the most underrated class in school?
Probably the Women in Trades program. You get to learn so much while having a lot of fun.
For students wanting to get involved in student government, any advice?
Don't be shy, ask questions, and most importantly, get involved. Your voice always matters.
Anything else to add?
Well, I guess that's it. I'm the last one. So thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi to your student trustees. We really appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you in the halls.